Hello, good morning everyone. Today we're going to discuss about the input function. Okay, and let's get start. What is input we saw in previous class? Today we're going to print one format for billing purpose. Suppose we have to write the code for the printing one bill. So this is the bill where we have to print some billing format. So I just want to discuss you how the bill supposed to look like, the bill format. We're going to code this. So today's objective, we have to print the format of the some item we're going to buy, so that total what will be the total value of that. If I'm going to buy the 5 item of mango, so you have to take as a input how many mango they're going to, what is the price of that, and then the calculation total bill for that item. So suppose we have to print the format of any billing system. It's supposed to be like this: bill for what date or whatsoever. Okay, and then you have to identify which item we buy. Okay, and once you define the item, then you have to take as a input how many item do you want through the input function only. Then next, what is the price of the item? Then we will go for the price. Okay, price for the item. Then the these things, once inputting, they had to calculate what is the total price, and they print this bill. Okay, this is the objective, this is the our small project. So till whatever we are studied, like f function, function we studied the print function, and print format we studied the inputs. So we will try to get how we going to create this billing printing bill for the items. Okay, so let's start from small level. Gradually we will improve on the printing bill. Clear, guys?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do, we're going to do the coding, and we will try to build. So this is the PyCharm. If you have not installed yet, please install. So I'm in terminal. Just here you can see there's a, at the bottom we have option like Python package and Python console, and then we have terminal. So I went to terminal. Then if you pwd, and so you can find we are under the test on this file. See, it's a PyCharm project, then Python project. This is a Python project. Within the Python project we have test py. Py is nothing, it's a Python test, Python 2022 in that. So I'm going to create one folder here. This is the right way to do that, so that it should be neat and clean. We have file system to maintain. So let's create one folder. So not folder, I'm going to create the one file that will be touch. You're going to use the touch and then follow the file system. I'm going to test for the date today's date is this. You can give any name, does not matter, but you have to follow the py format. Like Ansible YAML was the format. Same way in Python you have to give .py enter. You can see that here one file will created. If it's not there, just you click this, it will be there. And you see here you can expand this. Now this file is okay. So you have to just minimize, maximize. So you just click that, double click on that file will be there. Now you can start your, okay. So we have to start our test code. You can see here green, and if something error by the syntax or anything, they're going to represent, or they're going to pop off under the left, sorry, right corner. Okay, so what is my objective? We have to print, we have to take the input something. So before going to write, I'm going to comment something here, and that will be the for comments. So for comments is the new way to comment. You can give three multi-liner comment. For that you have to three quotes, upper quotes we have to use, and we can write this is for printing bills. Just multi-liner comments. If you want to write, it will pop up with the green color. Okay, so this is for printing bill, and you can see this is showing green. So it will show you how neat and clean you are writing the code. If it's there is no error, means all is good. Okay, clear till here? Let's start printing. We know the input is a function, so first input, what will be there? Okay, so you have to be participate into this. We going to make the beautiful our printing stuff by using all the skills what we had studied till today. So first we understand we need the three input. So first we need the item. What item we supposed to take? So that's supposed to be variable. The item may be mango, maybe banana, maybe anything else, maybe children toy, maybe anything. So that's supposed to be variable. You don't, what do you say, that's supposed to be variable. For variable we have f function string format, so we have to use that. So integrate with the input one. So let's first, very simple, I'm going to take any input. So how I'm going to take? If I'm going to write my name, what is my name? How do you take the name? If you remember, we discussed that. So what is, I'm just going to define one variable name, and then I took as a input as a function. So input as a function, I'm accepting some input. Can you see here, while I'm writing every word, they were giving with the different error system. Okay, now if you remember, in input function already we discussed that everything they're going to took into this string only. Okay, so you can print here what you want to expect. So first you can print here, what do you want to expect? Do you want to print something and accept that? So what is your name? If you want to print and you want to save your input into this, then next will be what? Just print that item. If you want to print that item, so I'm going to use f string. My name is followed by the that. Where do you store your input? So if you understand this here, what I've done here, I'm taking input telling, if you want to take input, you have to pop up with the some input hints. What as a input they have to give, you have to use here. So what is your name? That expecting name. Once they will pass this input, that value going to store into the name. Then answer will be my name is. I use the f string format, and those values going to store into the name as a variable, whatever they store. So let's check it out. I'm going to run this code now. So they are asking, what is your name? Can you see? And I'm going to pass this Asutosh. Just I wrote Asutosh, then see. My name is Asutosh. So this, they pop up whatever you pass the parameter with the input, they will give you as a hint what is the input. If you are not going to type anything, they will print as a blank. See, nothing they printed over. So but they are expecting output. They will wait for your output. Whatever the output you going to pass, oh sorry, whatever the output you going to pass, that will going to show you in green, and if you enter that going to store into the name. Okay, if I am going to, let me disable this code, then you will see nothing going to print, because it's going to store into the name. They store into the name. Whenever you call the name, then only they're going to able to print. I given this, I enter, they did not. They, my name is Astos. From where they are taking, man? Okay, the code was, now if you run, then it was earlier they took, because code was running earlier. If I will enter, they will take input, they will kept in the name, but they will not print that, because we did not printing the name over here. Let's see, it's not printed. If you printed your name, then only whenever you will start calling the name, then only they're going to print that, whatever the input you have. Like, either I'm going to give nickel, and then see my name. So clear guys, the inputting. Okay, so let's use this input. So what is the, my first thing is that I want to take as a what, input as a item. So let's type what is your item. So where we have to print this item with the inputting function. So I'm going to define the item first. Okay, the item equal to, I define item is a variable equal to, I will take as a input here, and what is your, okay, what is your item. So just print this, they have to pass that parameter. Once they will pop off, they have to get this item going to store, suppose mango, banana, baby's toys or anything. It's going to store in the item. Once item is stored into the item, so what is, I don't want to print the item, I store the input. Just I will store the input. Okay, I will not print. This item is a mango. Now I'm going to use this to ask how many that item do you need. So I'm going to first build up the only the basic stuff. Once it start working, then we will make the beautify my billing printing. Just fundamental we are developing that. So once item is stored, suppose mango or anything, then I'm going to ask how many mango do you need. So how, which way you going to ask? Okay, how many mango do you need? So next item, what is your quantity? Next I'm going to define quant the quantity right. I'm going to define this quantity as a how many, again is another input, how many quantity do you need. So what will be the print function here? You can use as a f string function, how many quantity do you able to use this f string function within that, or it's a only used for the format of the f string function. So here, so later let me go through the simple one, later on we will do the experiment. So first, what is how many quantity need, how many quantity, just simple, how many quantity, the input will be stored into the quantity. Now later on we're going to try to with the f f f string function, how we going to beautify and meaningful as a like real time programming. Then we need price. So I'm going to define the price as a one variable, and I'm going to take what is the price of that item. Okay, what is the price of the item? So of the item here, I want, later on I will come on that. So we have three quantity items, we have quantity, we have price. Here three input we took and they stored into this. So what will be the total price? So total price we going to give as a TP, total price. Just we define one variable TP equal to, they're going to store into the TP as a variable this price. So what are the things we're going to do? We're going to simply multiply quantity into price. So we have quantity into price. Okay, if we multiply these two, we will see what are the challenge we're going to get. Why it's giving error? Price, pric, price. Okay, okay, that's right. We will see that what is the price, and then we want to print the price. So see first what we going to see the error. So print the total price is just, we will print, we will do the fs, we will, that will be TP. And okay, now let's see what are the error. It's going to work, guys. We can see some error over here, right? There is some error. Let's play with this. So they will ask me the item as a input, they will ask me the quantity as a input, and then they will ask as a price as a input, then they will give the output as a total, and that's supposed to be printed. Total price is this is a one very simple, and we will see the challenges and then we'll try to resolve that. Okay, so I'm going to execute. They are expecting what is your item. So I'm just going to print mango. Very simple. So how many quantity do you need? I just given 10. And the, what is the price? The 11 into 10, it's supposed to give me 110. So you guys with me? Is supposed to print that or not, guys? Everyone?
Yes, that should be.
Yes.
Let's see. So they have error. So what is the error? The fundamental, if you remember the input, always throw the output in string. They always give the output in string whatsoever. Even you are giving integer, they will consider as a what? As a string.
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 So while you are multiplying two string, there is no meaning of multiplying two. So Ashutosh, how are we going to take care about this? So either you do every value what going to multiply, which you are expecting in integer, you have to change string into the integer. How you going to use? So there is a function called int. If you remember, int is a function. So I'm going to call the int, and I will tell this quantity is a integer. Okay, is an integer. As soon as I started giving as an integer, it's going to give me green. This is green now. Can you see that? So means it's supposed to work now. What do you say?
I
We are
guess
done.
price is also integers
Very
stored.
good. Even though this is the green, it will not give you the meaningful answer because still your price in a string. The format is okay. Why? They are telling two string can't be multiplied, but a string can be multiplied with the number. What do you mean by that, Asutosh? I did not get you. What do you mean by that? Let's do execute this. Let's do the execution of this, then you will understand the output. The mango, I did not corrected this as a int, still I kept as a string. How it's going to be happened, what going to be happened, okay, to my output. So let's see the um, beautiful stuff here. If I will keep a string multiply with my integer, the format is okay. Means there is some meaning of that string going to multiply with that quantity. Okay, what do you mean by that? The mango quantity, because it's the integer, I took the 10 as a quantity 10, but the string they're going to take this string. I'm going to give the item price as a something a string like this. So you will see this going to print 10 times. That's all. If you given price here 11 rupees or any whatever the price, whatever you type, they will consider it a string. Let me show you. Instead of this, I'm giving you 111 rupees. You will see they're going to print this 10 times. It's not going to multiply. Let's see, the total price is this. What they have done, they consider as a string this price and they just multiply. Not multiply, means those string printed 10 times, that's all. So this is wrong. Okay, means what I want to say, if instead of that mango quantity is 10, if I'm going to give this as a this, they're going to print one line, that's all. See, they printed this. Do you understand? If the string not converted into the integer, it's going to just print that string that many times. That's
Okay,
all.
so whatever like price, because we are not defined price as an integer, so whatever we have mentioned in item place, that will print 10 times.
Yes, that
Okay.
excellent. That's all, because they behave like that's a string. Okay. Now come to the my original stuff. I will do the even that's a pass. What I want to say you by this contest. Even this is showing green, it means not what your objective is. You're supposed to understand the structure of your program. Okay, then only you will get your stuff. The objective is as for you. Like, what is your item here? So I'm writing mango, and then quantity is 10, and now my price of the item is 11. So my output will be 100. And now it's right.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so you understand this how input took, but now the next level of challenge. Okay, this is okay, we
Ashok,
are
I guess we can stop the class because it's exceeding the time limit.
okay. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to take next part of this, how we going to use this inputting things to print in the right real-time format. This is just we have created the how to take the input and do the calculation, but I want to print the bill. So I'm going to cover that in next class. See you in next class. Bye bye.